So are your leaves yellowing? Do you have spots on your tomato plants? So are mine. Unfortunately, sometimes you just have to do it. I'm kidding. Don't cut them yet. Hopefully you saw my video last week about the cold temperatures at night. We actually had one where we hit 38. Talking to some friends over in Colorado Springs, they actually dipped way lower than that. I think they even said the 20s. So here's what happens. Tomato plants don't like it when you get down that low. That's why I was saying bring them in, do whatever you can to all your plants. Now, it's not detrimental. Tomatoes will rebound out of it, but you're gonna see yellowing of the leaves, some spots, especially on the lower leaves. When your new growth kicks back in, you're gonna see the dark green again. Now, it can be an issue with nitrogen uptake as well. So I definitely recommend giving them some nitrogen. I did a kind of a step-up system. Yesterday, I gave them a little bit of nitrogen. Today, I gave them a high dose of nitrogen, and we're gonna let them sit. But our temperatures have come back above 50 degrees at night. And for the 10-day forecast, we don't show that we're going below 50, I don't think. And we're supposed to basically be in the 80s now. I know, I told you about our crazy weather. So here's what we're talking about. So the lower leaves are getting this just discolored, sickly looking green, I guess you call that, kind of a lime green. And you're getting the dark spots, especially on your lower. You will get them on some of your upper, but like here, let's see if I can get it in the camera. You'll see that we're not getting the spots on it, and it's not quite as yellow on some of the upper plants. So don't feel bad about snipping this off. Just get rid of that lower, feed them some nitrogen. Now, transparency, these are the ones that I had for sale up front. I didn't go and I did 1 or 2 nights. I put them in the wagon, brought them into the greenhouse. Then the second cold snap we had, I neglected it and thought, of course we tried a video and the trash men show up and the rednecks down the street go flying down. You know how it goes. So the second cold snap that we had, I didn't take them in, and I thought they're big enough, they'll survive just fine. And then it got colder than what they expected it to get, and these guys took a hit. Now they didn't die, and they will come back, but I don't feel good about selling them, or at least even showing them when they have that light green color. You want your tomato plants to have that dark green color and look super healthy. It gives the illusion. A lot of people don't realize that these will come right back to that, especially once you get them into their final resting place. So let me show you what the ones look like that stayed in the greenhouse. We're going to do this just outside of the greenhouse, because if you see these fans back here, they're solar fans. They each have a 100-watt solar panel over here, and they're pretty freaking loud right now. And then, of course, we got my big fan going back there, so we're making a bunch of noise behind me. And if you haven't noticed, I keep my mic on the back of my hat. So here's what the tomato plants that were in an unheated greenhouse look like after those cold snaps. Nice dark green, very healthy looking still. It's amazing what a greenhouse, even unheated, does when it gets cold at night. It just keeps those elements off of them. Now, another question I've gotten recently, and I was trying to find one of mine that had it. Early on, quite a few of them had it, but purpling underneath the leaves, on the bottom side of the leaves. That's normal, don't worry about that. They'll grow through that as well. Stick with them. You're gonna see weird signs. This time of year, a lot of it is a nitrogen uptake issue. They're growing a lot of that leafy green and they want a lot of nitrogen. But stick with them, don't give up on them just yet. They don't give up on you. The better you take care of the tomato plant, the more it's gonna give you on the back end. You always gotta remember, this is a living, breathing thing. You gotta take care of it, you gotta put in the time, make it as healthy as you can. Now, most of these issues are gonna disappear once you get it in its final resting home. If you're getting the yellowing of the leaves when it's in its final big pot or horse troughed or in the ground, I definitely would look at nitrogen. There are other things it can be, I'm just going over the basics and I don't want you to panic. It's that time of year when everybody's panicking. You don't have to cull them, I promise. And really ride it out. The only time I ever cut and give up on a plant is when it really just looks gone. I have a really hard time killing plants. So stick with it, and hopefully it'll feed you in the end. Just a quick little one from the chili prepper. We'll see you on the next one.